Today's hits, KDAM, Hardington, Yankton, Vermilion, Current 94.3.
It's time for Northeast Nebraska High School basketball on the Current 94.3. Brought to you by the Bank of Hardington, Farmers Pride, Kaiser Ag and Irrigation, Avera, Moody Motors, Explorers Credit Union, Mount Marty University, All Season Power Sports, Security Bank, Christensen Well and Irrigation, and Top Crop. Now we go live to the arena for Northeast Nebraska High School basketball on the Current 94.3, courtesy of Riverfront Sports.
Well, good afternoon from the Bob Devaney Sports Center in Lincoln, Nebraska. This is opening round coverage, Class C2 of the Boys State Basketball Tournament. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Scott Ulrich. Be with you the next couple hours, bringing you Cedar Catholic Trojans basketball. There's already been 3 games played so far today in Class C2, so let's set the field and talk about the teams that are down here in Lincoln. Number 1, Freeman Falcons. They just won a state title a couple of years ago, 24-1. They are out of the tournament. They were defeated this morning in an upset, the number 8 seeded Archbishop Bergen team. A lot of rumblings going on behind the scenes saying Archbishop Bergen is legit and playing good basketball. They proved it this morning. 51-49, they knock out the number 1 Falcons and advance to tomorrow's semifinal. In the second game, number 4 Summerland. That's a town just west of Norfolk, or school I should say. They played Exeter Milligan Friend, the number 5 rated Bobcats are 23-4. Summerland Bobcats 23-3, and it was Summerland coming away with a victory 68-55. Then a game that just finished here moments ago, number 2 Utan, the Chieftains from about 10 miles west of Omaha. They fall to the number 7 West Holt Huskies from Atkinson. The Huskies 21-5. Now they advance to 22-5 after a 48-33 victory. Very solid team in the Huskies. We'll talk more about them as the afternoon gets going. Utahns, they exit in first round play. But up next, Cedar Catholic, the number 6 ranked team in Class C2. They're 21-6, a very tough schedule. They'll play the number 3 rated Cross County Cougars, who are 24-2. Players are on the court and warming up. We will break these teams down, talk more basketball when we come back from our, right now it is a pregame show courtesy of Moody Motors. Looking for a new or pre-owned vehicle? Check out the inventory at moodymotors.com or stop out to Moody Motors in Niobrara. Back to the Bob Devaney Sports Center in a couple of minutes on the Current 94.3.
Farmers, are you ready to maximize your success this season? At Top Crop, they've got you covered with unbeatable deals and top quality products. Take advantage of true 0% extended terms with no discount sacrificed. Get flat acre pricing on corn for unbeatable value. Keep your corn clean and strong with Viptera corn and plant the industry's leading E3 and Extend Flex soybeans for the best yields yet. Don't wait. Visit topcropinc.com or give them a call today. Top Crop, where you grow more.
With so many choices for students out there, life can become quite hectic. From choosing the right school to managing your finances, it can be hard to keep it all in check. Bank of Hardington is here to help you take the worry out of your finances. Our free Student Club checking includes all the features and benefits you'll need to start life out on the right path without the worry of hidden fees and charges. So if you're ready to enter that next stage of life, work with a 5th-generation bank who's had their roots planted firmly in Northeast Nebraska since 1934. Contact us today. Bank of Hardington, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
In the field,
on your farm, in your community.
Farmers Pride.
Get your corn up out of the ground faster and stronger with help from new Ascend Squared PGR. This new formulation has 3 times the auxin to double down on early emergence and root development, making it more efficient and effective in helping your corn crop grow, develop, and withstand unexpected conditions. Thanks to the advanced formulation of Ascend Squared, you can achieve yield potential worth bragging about. Always read and follow label directions.
In the field,
on your farm,
in your community.
Farmers Pride.
It's that time of the year. What time, you ask? Time to upgrade your irrigation system. See your local Zimmatic dealer now and get ready to maximize yields this season. Upgrade to a new high-speed drive, advanced control panel, or even a completely new Zimmatic pivot. Plus, now could be the time to enhance your operation with FieldNet remote irrigation management. Ask your local Zimmatic dealer how you can take advantage of special programs in place today. Visit Kaiser Ag and Irrigation in Hardington or call 402-254-9557.
Scott Ulrich back in Lincoln, Nebraska, opening round coverage, Class C2 for the boys state basketball tournament. Cedar Catholic comes in 21-6, and they are the number 6 seed. Let's break down some of their schedule this year and kind of give you a feel of how the season shook out for the Trojans. One game that jumps off the page at me, about mid-season, Dakota Valley, a team that's in North Sioux City, South Dakota. The first time that the Trojans have won against a very good program there at Dakota Valley, 71-64. I think that's their best win on the year. Dakota Valley would be essentially a Class B school, much higher than Cedar Catholic at C2. But the game that preceded it, a game that I called where the Trojans took on the Wynot Blue Devils down in the Devil Dome in Wynot. Wynot played a fantastic game and came away with a 60-50 victory. That's a game that on paper the Trojans should win, but a very good win nonetheless for Wynot. So kind of one loss jumps off at me, but the very next game was a victory. That one jumps out at me as well. How things got down the, when we get to playoff season or into the sub-districts, Cedar Catholic faced Wakefield in the first round, and that game was a couple players just took the game over. Nolan Becker scored 23 for Cedar Catholic. Aaron Wortman contributed 16, along with Jamison Cotto had 11. You'll notice some familiar names as I go through a couple of these games here. The scoring goes through the same 3 or 4 players, and that's normal, I think, when you look at all ball clubs. There's always a couple players that score more. In the sub-district final, which is ironic, was against the Westhold Huskies, a team that just finished here on this court moments ago. That game, a victory for Cedar Catholic by 13 points. They were led by Nolan Becker with 16. Mason Baller had 16. He was shooting lights out from 3. Unofficially, I got him for 4 3-pointers in that game. And then Jamison Cotto also added 7 points for Cedar Catholic. Then in a district final, Cedar Catholic matched up against the Sutton Mustangs. Mustangs came to town. They bumped the game up, if you recall, it was about a week ago, bumped it up a few hours because we had the storm coming in. And that didn't do any good to try to get everybody out of town. Some of the fans stayed, was told some of the players stayed in town. They did not make the trek back. It was just too dangerous. By the time they finished it at about the 4:30 hour, it was terrible driving conditions. As it was, the Trojans, they still had a hot hand there. Nolan Becker finished in that district final with 26 points against the Mustangs. Contributing for Cedar Catholic was Jamison Cotto with 7, and Aaron Wortman had 10 as well. But the scoring majority of the season is going to go through Becker, with contributing from Cotto and a couple other players for Cedar Catholic. That's been their MO to get to 21 victories on the season and the number 6 ranked down here at the state tournament. Take a break, come back, we'll talk basketball and see how these Cougars of Cross County come in 24-2. Back in a couple of minutes on the Current 94.3.
It's time to stop making excuses. The peace of mind you get after a colonoscopy is worth it. It's the best way to prevent and detect one of the deadliest cancers. In fact, your doctor can remove precancerous polyps during the procedure if necessary. That's right, before it even turns to cancer. No buts about it. Get a colonoscopy at 45 and follow up every 10 years or as recommended by your doctor. Find a location or schedule now at avera.org/colon.
Moody Motors in Niobrara is here to help with all of your automotive needs. Whether that means getting you into a nicer vehicle, servicing or repairing your current vehicle, or any auto body or glass replacement needs. If you are in the market for a nicer vehicle, we finance all new and used vehicles with very low interest rates. Moody Motors in Niobrara, your one-stop vehicle shop. View our inventory online at moodymotor.com.
You're in the mood for Moody.
Reliable, affordable, safe, and efficient. Cedar Knox Public Power has taken pride in delivering quality power to their customers since 1937. Electricity can be very dangerous. Remember to look up and look out for overhead power lines and dial 811 before digging. Visit cedarknoxppd.com for account information, payments, and available energy-efficient rebate programs. Follow them on Facebook for latest news, safety tips, and outage updates. Cedar Knox Public Power would like to wish all area teams best of luck in the state tournament.
Unlock the power of your home's equity with a home equity loan from Explorers Credit Union. With qualifying rates as low as 3.99% APR and zero application fees, you'll have the flexibility to fund your next big move, whether it's building your dream kitchen or knocking down high-interest debt. But hurry, this limited-time offer is available February 1st through April 30th. Stop into Explorers Credit Union today or visit explorerscu.com to learn more. Membership eligibility required. Offer subject to change at any time. Terms and conditions apply. NCUA insured.
Scott Ulrich back in Lincoln, Nebraska. This is the Moody Motors pregame show. Still a few minutes to go before tip-off here. Class C2 coverage. Cedar Catholic on the number 6 seed here against Cross County Cougars, the number 3 seed. Cedar Catholic talked about their schedule. They've been to the tournament 24 times. Most recent was last year. They have state titles in 80 and 84. Runner-up in 91 and 93. Now for Cross County, they come in the number 3 seed, 24-2. I'm not sure if this is accurate or sometimes schools merge, change names so it can make the state tournament appearance number a little skewed, but it just shows they've only been here twice. Most recent was last year. But they are located in Stromsburg, which is just north of York, a little southwest of Columbus, is the Cross County Cougars. As I look at their schedule, a little comparison, Cedar Catholic plays a lot more teams that are higher in class, so Class C1 or Class B, whereas Cross County plays more teams that are lower or equal to, a lot of D1 schools on their schedule. Their first game of the year, though, a solid victory against McCool Junction. They're down here at the tournament. They are in Class D1. They played them twice this year, actually, come out with victories both times. Then against East Butler, a victory. They're number 8 in Class D1 as well. Cozad was a loss that they had on the year. And Cozad, they are down here in the state tournament. They are in Class C1. Another one, a loss, that was against Central City. There's the 2 losses they have, Cozad, Central City. Otherwise, they're perfect on the year. But as I look at Exeter Milligan Friend, the number 5 seed here in Class C2. They played earlier today. They also were defeated in that matchup against Summerlin Bobcats, as I mentioned. The only game that you can compare both Cedar Catholic played and Cross County is Sutton. Cedar Catholic played Sutton in the district final. Well, they were defeated by this Cross County Cougar team in the sub-district final. That sub-district final for Cross County and Sutton. Sutton was on the losing end of that one, 47-43. Then they go on the road. Sutton does play Cedar Catholic. And the Trojans come out with a victory, 63-50. So a 4-point advantage for Cross County, 13-point advantage for Cedar Catholic. What's that mean? Probably nothing. It does tell you that they're a good ball club, but to actually compare actual winning points by how much, I don't think you can go that far into the schedule. But those are the kind of comparisons between these 2 ball clubs. Take another break, come back, we'll talk more basketball. This is a pregame report courtesy of Moody Motors. Looking for a newer pre-owned vehicle? Check out the inventory at moodymotors.com or stop out to Moody Motors in Niobrara. Back in 2 minutes on the Current 94.3.
My name is Rachel Lindholm, and I'm a sophomore at Mount Marty. Mostly, Mount Marty is it's like home to me. The community is awesome. No matter who you're talking to, whether in dining services or the residence life team, everyone loves talking to everyone else, and everyone's super interested in getting to know you, and everyone loves making you feel like you are home.
Start your journey at Mount Marty University. Schedule a tour online at mountmarty.edu.
All Seasons Power Sports in Yankton is ready to serve all your power sports, boat, watercraft, and mower needs. Looking to buy, sell, or trade, All Seasons offers generous trade values and great cash sales, plus big discounts on parts and accessories with your new purchase. They sell and service top brands like Polaris, Can-Am, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Country Clipper, and more. All Seasons Power Sports, West Highway 52 in Yankton, or at allseasonspowersportsinc.com. All Seasons Power Sports proudly supports all our area student athletes in this year's basketball playoffs.
From sunup to well after sundown, the life of a farmer is a matter of choices, and you have the choice to make the right decisions for your operation to succeed. The power is in your hands. At Security Bank, our lenders recognize the need to better understand your numbers and come up with a plan to keep your operation moving forward. You make the decisions. we make the tools to make those decisions easier. Security Bank, the right choice for the future of your operation. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Spring is upon us, but it's not too late. Call Christensen Well and Irrigation of Hardington and Wakefield, Nebraska if your irrigation pump was low on pressure last season. Christensen Well and Irrigation recommends pulling and assessing your irrigation pump if it's been in the ground 20 years or more. Contact Christensen Well before spring field work begins to schedule your pump to be pulled to avoid untimely breakdowns during the growing season. Christensen Well and Irrigation, your TNL Irrigation Systems dealer. Visit them on Facebook or at christensenwell.com.
Scott Ulrich back in Lincoln, Nebraska at the Bob Devaney Sports Center. Just about set to go. Tip-off coming up in moments. Cedar Catholic taking on Cross County. The Cougars, I mentioned the number 3 seed, 24-2. Cedar Catholic, the 6th seed, 21-6. Let's go over some keys to victory. Cedar Catholic's going to need to get Nolan Becker going and early. Trojans do not want to get behind in this game. Nolan Becker averages 16.1 points a game. Reifenrath is at 7, and Jamison Cotto is 11. That's the main scoring that we see from Cedar Catholic on a normal night in and night out basis. But getting Becker going, and then in transition, the Trojans are very good in transition. Fast play, they will set up obviously their half-court offense, but they like to score in transition. Out the page like Becker does with 16 points. They got a senior who plays forward, Wyatt Hangfeld. He averages 10.2, but he's the leading scorer for this Cougar team. There are, however, 4 other players that average that 8 to 9 points a game. They are the starters. We'll get into them in just a few minutes. The difference, though, is going to be the height advantage. Usually the Trojans, they kind of have the edge on the height advantage. 6'5", 6'3", 6'3" for the Trojans inside. Not today, however. They're going to have to deal with some very tall players. Their starting rotation for the Cougars, 6'6", 6'5", 6'5", 6'3", and 6'1". Very tall are this Cougar team. Those are the keys to victory from my seat where I see it. Now let's break up the starting lineups, and the starting lineups brought to you by Security Bank. Score big with the products and services offered at Security Bank. That is my kind of bank. Starters for the Cross County Cougars, 24-2. A guard that they do not want to leave open. Shoots the deep ball very good. Number 12, Thatcher Hansen. Another guard, number 15, Sawyer Anderson. A forward, number 20, Brock Allen. A senior, number 24, Landon Arbuck. And another senior, number 32, Wyatt Hangfeld. That is the starting rotation. There was another player that they were talking about pregame. They weren't sure which one was going to start. This was the roster they gave me. There could be a minor adjustment there. We'll see as the official lineups are about to be announced here at the Devaney Center. Cedar Catholic, though, their starting rotation hasn't changed much throughout the season. Number 0, Mason Baller. Number 3, Jamison Cotto. Number 4, Braden Reifenrath. Number 5, Nolan Becker. And number 23, Taryn Wortman. That is the starting rotation for head coach Nick Hazelhorst. Assistant coaches Matt Steffen, Rick Keene, Russ Gade, and Brandon Baller. I will say, just a few weeks ago, the Trojans got number 35, Jacob Steffen, back. He had an injury to his hand and missed a good portion of the season, but he was a starter early on in the year. We will see quality playing time from him today. We'll take our final break. Come back. We'll have the tip-off here from the Devaney Center back in a couple of minutes on the Current 94.3.
Farmers, are you ready to maximize your success this season? At Top Crop, they've got you covered with unbeatable deals and top quality products. Take advantage of true 0% extended terms with no discount sacrificed. Get flat acre pricing on corn for unbeatable value. Keep your corn clean and strong with Viptera corn and plant the industry's leading E3 and Extend Flex soybeans for the best yields yet. Don't wait. Visit topcropinc.com or give them a call today. Top Crop, where you grow more.
I'm Marie Haar, Vice President and Ag Lender at Bank of Hartington. I'm also a Northeast Nebraska beef and dairy producer. Whether it's developing a marketing strategy, a cash flow projection, or a break-even analysis, at the Bank of Hartington, we know that ever-changing demands and challenges of today's grain and livestock producers. How do we know? Because we are farmers, and we're living it too. Call our experienced ag lenders at 402-254-3994.
Bank of Hartington, a proud supporter of all our students and athletes.
In the field,
On your farm, in your community,
Farmers Pride.
Get your corn up out of the ground faster and stronger with help from new Ascend Squared PGR. This new formulation has 3 times the auxin to double down on early emergence and root development, making it more efficient and effective in helping your corn crop grow, develop, and withstand unexpected conditions. Thanks to the advanced formulation of Ascend Squared, you can achieve yield potential worth bragging about. Always read and follow label directions.
In the field, on your farm,
In your community,
Farmers Pride.
It's that time of the year. What time, you ask? Time to upgrade your irrigation system. See your local Zimmatic dealer now and get ready to maximize yields this season. Upgrade to a new high-speed drive, advanced control panel, or even a completely new Zimmatic pivot. Plus, now could be the time to enhance your operation with FieldNet remote irrigation management. Ask your local Zimmatic dealer how you can take advantage of special programs in place today. Visit Kaiser Ag and Irrigation in Hartington or call 402-254-9557.
It's time to stop making excuses. The peace of mind you get after a colonoscopy is worth it. It's the best way to prevent and detect one of the deadliest cancers. In fact, your doctor can remove precancerous polyps during the procedure if necessary. That's right, before it even turns to cancer. No buts about it. Get a colonoscopy at 45 and follow up every 10 years or as recommended by your doctor. Find a location or schedule now at avera.org/colon.
Moody Motors in Niobrara is here to help with all of your automotive needs. Whether that means getting you into a nicer vehicle, servicing or repairing your current vehicle, or any auto body or glass replacement needs. If you are in the market for a nicer vehicle, we finance all new and used vehicles with very low interest rates. Moody Motors in Niobrara, your one-stop vehicle shop. View our inventory online at moodymotor.com.
You're in the mood for Moody.
Reliable, affordable, safe, and efficient. Cedar Knox Public Power has taken pride in delivering quality power to their customers since 1937. Electricity can be very dangerous. Remember to look up and look out for overhead power lines and dial 811 before digging. Visit cedarknoxppd.com for account information, payments, and available energy-efficient rebate programs. Follow them on Facebook for latest news, safety tips, and outage updates. Cedar Knox Public Power would like to wish all area teams best of luck in the state tournament.
It's just about go time here at the Bob Devaney Sports Center, Lincoln, Nebraska. Coverage of the Nebraska State Basketball Tournament. Scott Ulrich here. I'll be with you next couple hours. Braden Butler back at the station controlling all the technical details. We're ready to go. The starting lineups have been introduced. Trojans in their road red, trimmed in white. Cougars, they come in their home white, trimmed in dark blue. Jumping for Cedar Catholic will be Jamison Cotto. He's going against 6'6" senior Wyatt Hangenfeld. We're ready to go from Lincoln. The jump is up, and it's going to be controlled by the Cougars. They'll have first go of it. Looks like man-to-man defensive pressure being applied by Cedar Catholic right out of the gate. Tipped off out of bounds. Wortman got the last to touch of it, so it's going to stay Cougar basketball. Get these names memorized here for the Cougars, and we are set to go. Ball comes into play this time for Sawyer Anderson. He's guarded by Ballard. Dribbles in, kick out, left wing. They bring it back to the top of the key. Just playing a little three-person game at the top of the key. Looking somewhere to go. Skip to the right side of the court. Dribbles into the paint, going against Ballard. Partially tied up by Becker, and now it's going to be kicked out and reset. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Good defensive set for the Trojans. Lob pass into paint. Goes up strong. Can't get it to go. It will be off of a Trojan player, and it rolled off the rim, so they're going to get a fresh 35. A lob pass went into the paint, that time to Brock Allen, a 6'5" senior. Now comes into play out near the Nebraska end, center court. Coming off a screen, going up strong, right-handed, can't get it to go. Partially blocked that time by Reifenrath. Kick out, three-pointer on the way, air ball. And now Wortman's going to have it for Cedar Catholic. Trojans first look at offense. Minute off the clock here in Lincoln. Into the paint by Cotto. Kick out. Three-pointer from the corner. No good. That was Reifenrath. Clearing the boards away for Cross County will be Brock Allen. Quickly pushing up the floor is the Cougars. Trojans, they like to push it as well, so we'll see who gives on that process first. It might be a run and gun type of game here. With the basketball, Anderson dribbles the end of the low, kick out, three-pointer from the corner, goes up, too strong, battle for the board. It's going to be cleared away by Cross County. A right-handed jump hook, this time by Allen, no good. And now Ballard has it for Cedar Catholic. Long outlet pass to Becker, he dribbles into the elbow, keeps going into the paint, kick back, three-pointer this time by Cotto. Front of the iron, no good. And now Allen's going to clear it again for the Cougars. Allen has 3 rebounds already. He averages 5.5 of those per game. 6:15 to go in opening period of play. Still no score from the Bob Devaney Sports Center in Lincoln. Left wing waiting for cutters to come off screens, going into the paint. Left-handed, right up and in. That is Landon Arbuck coming off of a screen. He shook loose from Cotto, I believe. And now Cross County out 2-0 on Cedar Catholic. Left corner. Thought about a three, was Reifenrath, said no. Now he's going to get it up top. He's going to go with the left-hander. Wortman partially blocked, battle for the rebound. Reifenrath's going to get it, put it back up and in. Cleaning the boards away is Braden Reifenrath. And now the ball tipped off out of bounds. So it will be Cross County ball in the corner. Very tough spot. Cedar Catholic, full court pressure now being applied. Looking to get it in. It does. It comes into play. And now defense, everybody kind of retreats and clears out. Pushing it up the floor is Sawyer Anderson across county. Anderson hands the basketball off to Thatcher Hansen. Got to keep an eye on him. Everything that I watched online and could track down, he's very good from three. Basketball now on the right wing, guarded by Becker. Driving into the paint is Arbuck, and now tipped off out of bounds off of a Cougar player. I believe last to touch it was Elias Greenwall. Nope, check that. It's going to be Brock Allen. It's going to go out of bounds, so Cedar Catholic will get it. Cougars are not even thinking about applying pressure. That's good scouting on their part. Trojans like when they do that because they can run and push. Cougars will just settle back into their half-court defense. 5:09 to go, all tied up at 2 here in the first quarter. Becker comes off the screen, 15 feet, trying to lob pass down low and too strong. It's going to go up and over the top and go out of bounds as Becker taps his chest and he's like, my bad. Checking in now for Cedar Catholic will be Brighton Whitmire. Here comes Jacob Steffen, as well as number 1, that's Hunter Benson. Going out will be Reifenrath, Wortman, and Ballard. We've seen this rotation several times throughout the year. Well, stick with a good thing until it doesn't work anymore. Cougars with the basketball. Left wing, well guarded. Sawyer Anderson is guarded this time by Whitmire, and now a travel is called. Just going to say that Whitmire was right in his pocket on the defensive side of the ball, and he caused that travel, so quickly going right back to Cedar Catholic. 4:47 to go in this opening period. Players just getting warmed up. Winner advances to tomorrow's semifinal and plays West Holt from Atkinson. The Huskies victorious before this game. Becker drives into the paint. It's going to throw it and be tipped off out of bounds. Good catch by the referee, out of bounds. And now the Trojans will inbound right underneath their own basket. Jamison Cotto set to inbound. Lob pass into about the 15-foot mark. It's going to go to Becker. Becker tries to get it down low to Jacob Steffen, and he's going to be fouled. The elevator or the high-low game, it comes into the free throw line right about the elbow, and then they lob it right back down to the low post. That time, personal foul is going to be on Cross County. Cotto looking inbound. Can't find anything in the paint. Now he's got to send it way out top. It's going to go to Whitmire. Now Becker comes out. He'll take over. Kick right wing. Three-pointer on its way. No good that time. It's going to be tipped off out of bounds. It was off of Hunter Benson last to touch it. That three-point shot was by Cotto. I watched him during warm-ups. He was shooting pretty solid. You see them, they do a lot of shooting from deep when they get to these bigger gyms because the perspective is so much farther. It's not the small gyms we're used to. I don't know what capacity seating is here, but it's very big. Cross County now with the basketball. 4:20 to go opening quarter. All tied up at 2 in the scoreboard update brought to you by the Bank of Hardington. Into the paint. Kick down to the low block. Going up and in. That's Cole Crawford, the senior, 6'5" off the bench. 6'5" off the bench. I said those players were very tall. Now the Trojans trying to pass it down to the low block. It's going to be tipped off and go out of bounds. Referees giving some good encouragement to the players. And now the basketball will be Trojans. Set the inbound, and Jamison Cotto has it. It's going to come into Becker in the corner. Right back to Cotto. Down the low block. It's going to be stolen. Taken away with the basketball. That's going to be Brock Allen in good position. And now the Trojans settle back on defense. A big screen took place right in front of us, almost leveled Hunter Benson. That got the ooh, if you could hear it. Going into the paint, putting up a shot, can't get it to go, is Cross County. Now another shot goes up, and it's going to be rejected. Benson sends that one back. Now quickly pushing it up floor. Becker up strong, left hand, can't get it to go. Battle for the board, it's going to be off of Jacob Steffen. Last to touch it. And now a couple subs check back in. We have Baller coming back in along with Cotto. This will be the younger brother of Jamison, Micah. Very fast-paced first quarter, 3:39 to go. In this first quarter, it's low scoring as well. Cross County 4, Cedar Catholic 2. Now with the basketball, left wing. This is Thatcher Hansen. He's going to swing it around over top the horn. Now they kick it back over, trying to go left side. Can't get it. Driving across the paint, putting up a shot on the run. There's Arbuck, no good. Battle for the board. Steffen's going to clear it for Cedar Catholic. Micah Cotto, and a long outlet pass. Hunter Benson. They got a man down low. Oh, dangerous play as they were trying to pass it from Whitmire down to Benson. And a Cross County player stepped on the basketball, rolled his ankle as he checks out. I believe that was Thatcher. He's going to check out. Now Trojans basketball comes out to the top of the key. Micah Cotto, and they give it up to Whitmire. Just a smaller rotation in for Cedar Catholic right now. Driving into the paint, Ballard picks up his dribble, spins around, a right-handed jump hook. In with the tall players, and Ballard on the board now, all tied up at 4. Under 3 minutes to play in opening quarter here in Lincoln. With the basketball, left wing. This is Anderson going against Whitmire. Dribbles behind the back, loses Whitmire off a screen. Going to kick back, try to do the high-low game of their own and sail off out of bounds. This time last to touch it was Hangefeld of Cross County. Wortman checks back in along with Braden Reifenrath. It really doesn't matter what the rotation is for Cross County. The main 6 or 7 players, they're all about 6'5". Cedar Catholic with the basketball, right wing, Ballard. Dribbling in, kick back out. Wortman's going to come into the paint. Now find Benson. Benson drives in, puts up a right-handed runner, no good. Battle for the rebound off the glass. This should be cleared away. Another rebound for Brock Allen of Cross County. Now the basketball driving straight into the paint. Picks up his dribble 15 feet. This is Anderson. No good. Battle for the board. It's going to stay Cross County basketball. Cedar Catholic, they score an average. They're at about that 50-point mark. I'm just doing a glance at their high scores. I don't have exact number in front of me. As you look at Cross County, I see a lot of 60s and 70s in there. So we'll both be sitting at the 4-point mark, all tied up with 2:11 to go in the first quarter. Probably not something that they're used to seeing, but you get to state, everybody's a little bit better. The defense can be better. Now Cross County looks to inbound, and it's going to be tipped off out of bounds. Reifenrath's going to knock it away. Cross County's still going to have possession. Still man-to-man pressure being applied by Cedar Catholic. Trying to get it in. Now it's going to come into the front court. With the basketball is Anderson. He swings it around to Thatcher on the left wing. Thatcher into the low block. Kick back out. Thatcher's well guarded this time by Wortman. Now lobbed into the paint, trying to go up strong. Double team, kick back out. 3-pointer by Thatcher, no good, missed it. Don't happen very often. Now the Trojans quickly push it up the floor. Braden Reifenrath, one-on-one, going up strong and in. Braden Reifenrath. He was going against number 32. That's Wyatt Hangfeld, a 6'6" senior. A big matchup, and now the Trojans quickly back on defense. Shot's going to go up from the corner, no good, but nobody's in the paint for the rebound. Can't get it to go, and now an and one for Cross County. Trojans were out near the 3-point line trying to double team the basketball, and nobody was back home to rebound. Once the offensive board was picked up by Hangfeld, put back up and in, he will have a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play. So a minute and a half to go in this opening period. All tied up at 6. Now make it a 7-6 lead as Hengefeld makes that free throw. He is 1 for 1 from the line. Cotto bringing the basketball up, kick it left wing, and now it's going to go to Ballard down the corner. They find Reifenrath on a backdoor cutter, and he misses a layup. Reifenrath had a wide open look and just couldn't get it to go. And the Cougars now facing a little bit of full court pressure by Cedar Catholic. They bring it up the floor, give it to Thatcher on the left wing. Thatcher's going to lob it into the elbow, direct some traffic, kick out, three-point shot on the way, this time by Arbuck. It's good. Landon Arbuck scored big with the products and services offered at Security Bank. That's my kind of bank three-pointer. Now Cross County jumps out to a 10-6 lead. Final minute of the first period. Wortman goes into the paint, kick out, three-point shot on the way by Reifenrath. Back of the iron, no good. Jumping up and skying very high is Arbuck. He gets the board. 40 seconds on the game clock, 30 on the shot. And now just throwing it away. Throwing it away this time is going to be Hengefeld picking it up. Cedar Catholic, they can play for one final shot. Shot clock is turned off. One play is what Cotto calls. Trying to go down low. It's going to be tipped off out of bounds off of a Cross County player. So the Trojans will inbound underneath their own basket. Will be Jamison Cotto. Cotto now, they moved him actually to the corner. Looks to inbound, finds Baller right in front of us. 21 seconds now. Becker comes out and they set the offense up. Checking the score, checking the time rather. 15 seconds. Cross County is the one you're hearing cheering. They like the defense. 10 seconds on the clock. There it is. You give it in to Reifenrath. Hand it off to the second man through. Kick out. Three-pointer by Wortman. It's good for the corner three. Wortman closes out the first quarter with a long shot in the corner. And Cedar Catholic now closes it to a one-point game, 10-9 at the end of one period of play. Back with second quarter action in 1 minute on the Current 94.3.
The open road is calling. Are you ready to answer? Hit the road, ready to explore with a lower rate from Explorers Credit Union. With auto loan rates as low as 4.99% APR, you're just one turn away from your next big adventure. No application fees and fast, easy approvals. Finance or refinance options. Better rates, bigger savings, boundless adventures. Get pre-approved today at explorerscu.com. Membership eligibility required. Offer subject to change at any time. Terms and conditions apply. NCUA insured.
Mount Marty is committed to excellence in nursing.
We really go the extra mile to care for our students as a whole person. My name is Crystal Diedrichson. I am an associate professor of nursing at Mount Marty. As a Catholic Benedictine university, we can incorporate God and prayer in our regular classwork and interactions with students. And in addition to that, we care about the students in other aspects of their lives.
Start your journey at mountmarty.edu.
Cross County on top of Cedar Catholic, 10-9 after one quarter of play. A big shot there to end the quarters. Aaron Wortman, a scheduled play. Try to hand off to a couple guys going to the paint, and then they kick out for the three-pointer by Wortman. That's where we currently sit. Trojans will have the basketball first. Becker crosses the timeline, center court, swing it to the right side to Wortman. Comes into the paint, off a screen, ball is tipped, almost lost it. Now it's going to be secured back up. Jamison Cotto has it top of the key, working off a screen. Good defense here to start out this quarter by Cross County. It's going to go hit the table. So inbounding right in front of us will be Jamison Cotto, as it was last touched by a Cougars player. It comes into Baller out near the big red N on the court in center. And now Trojans will set up their offense. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Goes into Jacob Steffen, turns around, goes up strong, blocked. Sending that one right back at him was Brock Allen, the 6'5 senior. And now Cross County pushing up the floor, and a foul this time will be called on Cedar Catholic. That's Wortman committing his first personal foul, first team foul on Cedar Catholic. I think there was only one foul on Cedar Catholic as well in that first quarter. I could be mistaken. Very fast-paced, I know that. Now quickly, Thatcher. Nobody's guarding him. Picks up, three-point shot, no good. I talk about how well he's shooting from deep, and now he's missed two since I mentioned it. Trojans with the basketball. Swinging around the horn. Ballard, now they give it to Wortman. Wortman likes to go from his right to left. Now a three-point shot goes up from deep. No good. That was Cotto. Rebound, clearing the boards away, is Brock Allen. He is absolutely a presence and a force in the paint for rebound. Cross County with the basketball. Left wing. Anderson drives into the paint, comes off of a screen, goes up with the right-handed. That basketball is 3/4 the way down. It kicks back out though. Trojans now quickly pushing up the floor. Cotto picks up his dribble in the left corner. They swing it around the horn. Cotto's posting up in the middle. They do not try to chance getting into that defense though. Looks like they're switching, man-to-man switching right now for Cross County. In the corner, Cotto, they swing it back up top. We're approaching 10 seconds on the shot clock. It looks like it's just hard to get any open space for Cedar Catholic. Baller in the corner, picks up, pulls up, three-point shot, no good. Rebound clearing the boards away is Hengefeld of Cross County. Long outlet pass. Allen, reverse layup, up and in. Brock Allen with that layup and out. Timeout on the floor. Timeouts are brought to you by Top Crop. We'll take it with them back in 30 seconds on the Current 94.3.
All Seasons Power Sports in Yankton is ready to serve all your power sports, boat, watercraft, and mower needs. Looking to buy, sell, or trade, All Seasons offers generous trade values and great cash sales, plus big discounts on parts and accessories with your new purchase. They sell and service top brands like Polaris, Can-Am, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Country Clipper, and more. All Seasons Power Sports, West Highway 52 in Yankton, or at allseasonspowersportsinc.com. All Seasons Power Sports proudly supports all our area student athletes in this year's basketball playoffs.
That timeout brought to you by Top Crop. Maximize your success this season with top-notch crop consulting and end services offered at Top Crop. Visit topcropinc.com. 6 minutes to go before halftime. 12-9, a low-scoring affair. Cedar Catholic trails by 3 to the number 3 ranked Cross County Cougars from Stromsburg. Trying to look into the paint. Now they get it to the right side. Wortman into the right corner. It's going to go to Ballard. Ballard now to Becker. The defense looks very big from my angle for Cross County. Right side now approaching 10 seconds on the shot clock. Lob in the paint, trying to get it to Stefan. It's going to be knocked out of bounds. It will stay Cedar Catholic basketball. Referee found a great home right in front of me during that play. I think it went to Stefan. I couldn't see it. Now Cotto's going to inbound the basketball. He's standing underneath his own basket, lob it into Braden Reifenrath at the elbow. He takes off for one dribble, and now he's going to lose the handle on it. Taking it away is Cross County. Basketball this time is Carson Schaefer, who came in during that last dead ball. Schaefer gets to the Hengefeld, guarded by Stefan. Kick out, three-point shot goes up, no good. That was Allen. Chasing the board down is Cross County, losing it. Cedar Catholic in position. Long outlet pass, going to go to Wortman. One dribble up and too strong off the glass. And now a foul in the backcourt. It will be committed this time by Wortman. That's his second personal, second team foul. He was one of those, he was going so fast to lay it up off the glass is tricky at that speed, and it was too hard and just came flying off the backboard. So foul committed by Wortman, and now full court pressure being applied by Cedar Catholic. Cotto, he's not even looking at the inbounder. He's just trying to deny the passing lane. And a steal in the backcourt. Taken away. Going into Cotto. Cotto lays it up and in. Jamison Cotto's first points comes off of full court pressure in the backcourt. Now Cross County gets the basketball in play. And clearing out, crossing the timeline now is Anderson, well guarded by Whitmire. Whitmire is very quick. Kick out, three-point shot's going to go up by Thatcher, front of the iron, no good. There's Whitmire. Hand off to Cotto. Cotto surveying the floor, gives it to his brother, and he's going to be called for the travel. Yes. It was a great pass from brother to brother Cotto's, but there was a player right there, and Micah just couldn't get the basketball down quick enough. Would have had a good chance at a layup there, and as it is, though, Cedar Catholics close the gap, 12-11 for that Bank of Hardington scoreboard update. Trailing by 1, 4:36 to go before half an hour foul. They're trying to do a trap game out near half court. Was the Cotto brothers. And Jamison came in and closed the gap just too much, so he's called for a personal foul. His first, team's third. No fouls on Cross County. Ball comes clear into the backcourt. I believe it's Anderson. It is Anderson trying to get in the paint. It's going to be almost a steal in the backcourt. Now picking up loose ball is Cross County. Lob pass down low, give back. Nice give and go. Can't get the layup to go. Clearing the boards. Can't get that one to go as well as Cross County. And now a foul. I believe it's Cedar Catholic is going to be over the back. Foul is on Hunter Benson. That's his first personal, fourth team foul. I think they had 3 possessions right there. Was the Cougars across county. Looking inbound, it goes into the left corner. 3-point shot goes up, no good, too strong. Micah Cotto clears the boards away for the Trojans. 4 minutes to go in this opening half. Now right wing to Benson. They go even farther down in the corner. It's going to go to Cotto. Cotto script back, right back towards us. Now 3-point shot goes up. No good by Benson. Might have rushed that one just a little bit. Yeah, you can tell where that one went. I got the Cross County student section right behind me. Had the UTAN one before. It's, accidentally announced the UTAN team there, but as it is, Anderson drives up the floor, picks up 15-foot right wing jump shot, no good. And Cedar Catholic will clear the boards. Under 4 minutes now. Jamison on the right wing. They swing it around the horn to Micah. He's surveying, tries to get it right back to Jamison. They're working that right sideline. Now a 3-person game. Going into the paint, kick out. Benson pulls the trigger on a 3-point shot. In and out, no good. Battle for the board. Clearing it away for Cross County is Benjamin Cooper, who checked in during that last dead ball. There'll be 5 new players for total for both teams checking in during the next timeout. Right wing basketball. This is Hangefeld. He's got 3 points. Dribbles back up to the top of the key. Approaching 3 minutes to go before half. Get this one. 12-11 is your score. Shot goes up from deep from Cooper. No good. Rebound. Trojans will have it. This is definitely the lowest scoring first half I've seen all year, and I've seen the Trojans about a dozen times. Jamison Cotto, kick out to Whitmire. They swing it around. Defense is that good today. Driving into the paint, kick out. And now a 3-pointer by Cotto is going to go up. A lot of contact, partial block. That wasn't an air ball. There's just a lot of contact, and the ball was contacted. So now Cross County is going to have it. 2.5 to go before half. Going into the paint, offensive foul. There it is. Driving into the paint was a Cougars player and just shoving an elbow into the stomach. I believe Whitmire took it to the stomach. So an offensive foul. Trojans are going to get the basketball right back. We are almost at the half. This one is going fast. Checking in for Cedar Catholic during that last dead ball is Kiter Wortman. Kiter started a few games mid-season. And the Trojans trying to get across half court. Now a timeout is taken. They only have 1 second more on the shot clock to show his 10-second violation. As it is, a full timeout. And we're going to take it with them. Timeout brought to you by Top Crop. Back in 1 minute on the Current 94.3.
From sunup to well after sundown, the life of a farmer is a matter of choices, and you have the choice to make the right decisions for your operation to succeed. The power is in your hands. At Security Bank, our lenders recognize the need to better understand your numbers and come up with a plan to keep your operation moving forward. You make the decisions. We make the tools to make those decisions easier. Security Bank, the right choice for the future of your operation. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Spring is upon us, but it's not too late. Call Christensen Well and Irrigation of Hardington and Wakefield, Nebraska if your irrigation pump was low on pressure last season. Christensen Well and Irrigation recommends pulling and assessing your irrigation pump if it's been in the ground 20 years or more. Contact Christensen Well before spring field work begins to schedule your pump to be pulled to avoid untimely breakdowns during the growing season. Christensen Well and Irrigation, your TNL irrigation systems dealer. Visit them on Facebook or at christensenwell.com.
Christensen Well and Irrigation, of course, they study the geology of northeast Nebraska, southeast South Dakota, and northwest Iowa. Trojans have the basketball back. Wortman on the right wing. Swing it back to Valor and to play a 2-person game. Looks like a zone defense now being applied by the Cougars. Maybe a 1-3-1. It's tough to tell, but they're rotating very quickly. It is a zone. Now an NBA range 3 is going to go up right at the shot clock buzzer. No good. And it will be Cross County basketball. Long outlet pass, sailing up over the heads, and that will go out of bounds. One of the student managers for Cedar Catholic caught that one, and it will go right back to the Trojans. 12-11. That is your score with 1:42 to go before half. Trojans trail by 1. Nolan Becker now, it looks like they're setting up a 1-3-1 trap game. We'll see if that's what they settle back into. Cotto, right wing, gets it to Wortman, back to Cotto. Quick passing on that wing. Now they swing it around the horn, making the defense adjust. And now a three-pointer goes up as well for Becker. No good. Becker, I got him for 0 points. I know I mentioned pregame, if you can get Becker into that average of 16 a game, you're sitting pretty good. He has 0 points. Now a steal in the front court, taken away. 2-on-1, Wortman, Becker, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds. And there you can just see the frustration on Cedar Catholic. They had their chance, a 2-on-1 there, but solid defense. Knocking the basketball out was the Cougars. Cotto inbounds it now to Wortman. Trying to come off a screen as Cotto on the right wing, well guarded by Hangenfeld's got to kick it back up, and they'll rotate it around the horn. Looking at 1 minute remaining on the clock. Still 12-11. Now a three-point shot by Cotto. Ice cold are the Trojans from deep. Can't get that one to go, and now Cross County will clear the boards away. 45 on the game, 28 on the shot as the Cougars left wing going to Hangenfeld. Kick back out, Allen, top of the key, thought about a three, and now they find Anderson. Down low to, yes, it's going to be up and in and one. It went from Anderson to Allen, and he is fouled as he laid it up and in. Foul is on Wortman. That is his third personal foul. He is going to the bench for the remainder of 35 seconds, as well as probably a good sum of at least the start of that third quarter, I would assume. Allen's at the line, shooting one. Back iron, no good. Rebound, Stefan of Cedar Catholic. Outlet pass going to go to Baller, setting up half-court offense now. The defense is just well coached of Cross County. They get back, so Cedar can't get anything in transition. Now skipping it across, far side. Reifenrath into the elbow. Stolen, taken away. Quickly out. It's going to be a 3-on-1 for the Cougars. Going up strong, right hand, up and in. Number 24, that is Arbuck. And now a three-point shot from NBA range. Front of the iron, no good. Clearing the boards away will be Cross County, and that is the end of the first half of play. 16-11, a low-scoring game so far after 2 quarters. Take a break, come back. We'll have the halftime report as well as some stats. Back in 2 minutes on the Current 94.3.
Farmers, are you ready to maximize your success this season? At Top Crop, they've got you covered with unbeatable deals and top quality products. Take advantage of true 0% extended terms with no discount sacrificed. Get flat acre pricing on corn for unbeatable value. Keep your corn clean and strong with Viptera corn and plant the industry's leading E3 and Extend Flex soybeans for the best yields yet. Don't wait. Visit topcropinc.com or give them a call today. Top Crop, where you grow more.
I'm Brett Wiedenfeld, Chief Financial Officer and Ag Lender at the Bank of Hartington, and I'm also a Northeast Nebraska pork producer. At the Bank of Hartington, we have the tools and knowledge to help your operation grow. We know the needs of our producers and are eager to assist with the demands of your farm. How do we know? Because our Ag Lenders have true Ag experience. Call our experienced Ag Lenders at 402-254-3994.
Bank of Hartington, a proud supporter of all our students and athletes.
In the field.
On your farm, in your community.
Farmer's Pride.
Get your corn up out of the ground faster and stronger with help from new Ascend Squared PGR. This new formulation has 3 times the auxin to double down on early emergence and root development, making it more efficient and effective in helping your corn crop grow, develop, and withstand unexpected conditions. Thanks to the advanced formulation of Ascend Squared, you can achieve yield potential worth bragging about. Always read and follow label directions.
In the field. On your farm.
In your community.
Farmer's Pride.
It's that time of the year. What time, you ask? Time to upgrade your irrigation system. See your local Zimmatic dealer now and get ready to maximize yields this season. Upgrade to a new high-speed drive, advanced control panel, or even a completely new Zimmatic pivot. Plus, now could be the time to enhance your operation with FieldNet remote irrigation management. Ask your local Zimmatic dealer how you can take advantage of special programs in place today. Visit Kaiser Ag and Irrigation in Hardington or call 402-254-9557.
More of today's hits. KDAM, Hardington, Yankton, Vermilion, Current 94.3.
Scott Ulrich back at the Bob Devaney Sports Center in Lincoln, Nebraska. Cedar Catholic trails the Cross County Cougars 16-11. I wish I had the exact stat in front of me, but I think this is definitely the lowest scoring half, at least the first half for Cedar Catholic. I don't recall anything like this. As it is, this is the halftime report brought to you by the Bank of Hardington. Where their banks have their branches, the Bank of Hardington has their roots. They come around, the NSAA does, and they provide us stats, and we already have them in our hand. They're very quick here in Lincoln, so we can tell you every detail down to there's one player played 44 seconds. I mean, the stats are fantastic that they provide us here. My notes that I keep, nowhere in comparison. But just as I scan through this is telling the tale of the tape, if you will. Cedar Catholic shooting probably some of their worst numbers on the year starting out this contest. They are 5 for 24 from the field, 1 for 14 from three-point range, and they have not been to the free throw line yet today. Versus Cross County, 7 for 28. They're 1 for 10 from three-point range, and they're 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Not that much better, if you will. Do you credit to the team shooting tough, or is the defense that good? We can't quite answer that one yet, but there's definitely something at play here. The rebounding, though, Cedar Catholic is being out-rebounded 27-14. That's total rebounds. Almost double the rebounding on the floor is Cross County. That's just a brief summation. We'll get into more details and more stats here in the halftime report, and those stats are going to be brought to you by Christensen Well and Irrigation when we come back in 2 minutes on the Current 94.3.
It's time to stop making excuses. The peace of mind you get after a colonoscopy is worth it. It's the best way to prevent and detect one of the deadliest cancers. In fact, your doctor can remove precancerous polyps during the procedure if necessary. That's right, before it even turns to cancer. No buts about it. Get a colonoscopy at 45 and follow up every 10 years or as recommended by your doctor. Find a location or schedule now at avera.org/colon.
Moody Motors in Niobrara is here to help with all of your automotive needs. Whether that means getting you into a nicer vehicle, servicing or repairing your current vehicle, or any auto body or glass replacement needs. If you are in the market for a nicer vehicle, we finance all new and used vehicles with very low interest rates. Moody Motors in Niobrara, your one-stop vehicle shop. View our inventory online at moodymotor.com.
You're in the mood for Moody.
Reliable, affordable, safe, and efficient. Cedar Knox Public Power has taken pride in delivering quality power to their customers since 1937. Electricity can be very dangerous. Remember to look up and look out for overhead power lines and dial 811 before digging. Visit cedarknoxppd.com for account information, payments, and available energy-efficient rebate programs. Follow them on Facebook for latest news, safety tips, and outage updates. Cedar Knox Public Power would like to wish all area teams best of luck in the state tournament.
Unlock the power of your home's equity with a home equity loan from Explorers Credit Union. With qualifying rates as low as 3.99% APR and zero application fees, you'll have the flexibility to fund your next big move, whether it's building your dream kitchen or knocking down high-interest debt. But hurry, this limited-time offer is available February 1st through April 30th. Stop into Explorers Credit Union today or visit explorerscu.com to learn more. Membership eligibility required. Offer subject to change at any time. Terms and conditions apply. NCUA insured.
It is halftime here at the Bob Devaney Sports Center, 16-11. Cedar Catholic trails Cross County after one half of play. Almost got that twisted and turned around. We talked about the bigger picture. of shooting for both teams, a little bit of ice cold, but let's break down the individual stats. And as always, they're brought to you by Christensen Well and Irrigation, built on over 50 years of experience in the water well drilling industry and the geology of northeast Nebraska, southeast South Dakota, and northwest Iowa. Christensen Well and Irrigation. First up for Cross County, 16 points, well below their average. They were led by Landon Arbrook. He scored 7. Rock Allen 4. Cole Crawford off the bench had 2, and Wyatt Hangenfeld had 3. Now for Cedar Catholic, Mason Ballard had 2. Jamison Cotto 2. Braden Reifenrath 4. Aaron Wortman a 3-pointer, and that is the scoring. Kind of jumps out that Jamison and Braden, they usually score more points, and Nolan Becker is still looking for his first point. I'm just going to try to peek into the locker room, if you will. I think that Nick Hazelhorst, the head coach for Cedar Catholic, is going to say, we need to drive into the paint. We need to get more chances and try to get it to where we are put at the free throw line, drive into the paint. That's a tall order, though, when you go against 3 and 4 players on the floor, each at any given time, that are 6'5" or taller for Cross County. As it is, those are the stats, and they're brought to you by Christensen Well and Irrigation. That's Cody Christensen, Jimmy, Carly, and Casey in Hardington. Take a break, come back. We will have more basketball in the second half on the Current 94.3.
My name is Rachel Lindholm, and I'm a sophomore at Mount Marty. Mount Marty stood out to me because of its Benedictine values, actually. I knew that I wanted a smaller private school experience anyways. The values and the hallmarks that they show here at Mount Marty, they push you to explore what it is to be human and how to be a better human and care for other people.
Start your journey at Mount Marty University. Schedule a tour online at mountmarty.edu. Mount Marty, where great people begin.
All Seasons Power Sports in Yankton is ready to serve all your power sports, boat, watercraft, and mower needs. Looking to buy, sell, or trade, All Seasons offers generous trade values and great cash sales, plus big discounts on parts and accessories with your new purchase. They sell and service top brands like Polaris, Can-Am, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Country Clipper, and more. All Seasons Power Sports, West Highway 52 in Yankton, or at allseasonspowersportsinc.com. All Seasons Power Sports proudly supports all our area student athletes in this year's basketball playoffs.
From sunup to well after sundown, the life of a farmer is a matter of choices, and you have the choice to make the right decisions for your operation to succeed. The power is in your hands. At Security Bank, our lenders recognize the need to better understand your numbers and come up with a plan to keep your operation moving forward. You make the decisions. We make the tools to make those decisions easier. Security Bank, the right choice for the future of your operation. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Spring is upon us, but it's not too late. Call Christensen Well and Irrigation of Hardington and Wakefield, Nebraska if your irrigation pump was low on pressure last season. Christensen Well and Irrigation recommends pulling and assessing your irrigation pump if it's been in the ground 20 years or more. Contact Christensen Well before spring field work begins to schedule your pump to be pulled to avoid untimely breakdowns during the growing season. Christensen Well and Irrigation, your TNL irrigation systems dealer. Visit them on Facebook or at christensenwell.com.
Farmers, are you ready to maximize your success this season? At Top Crop, they've got you covered with unbeatable deals and top quality products. Take advantage of true 0% extended terms with no discount sacrificed. Get flat acre pricing on corn for unbeatable value. Keep your corn clean and strong with Viptera corn and plant the industry's leading E3 and Extend Flex soybeans for the best yields yet. Don't wait. Visit topcropinc.com or give them a call today. Top Crop, where you grow more.
I'm Marie Haar, Vice President and Ag Lender at Bank of Hardington. I'm also a Northeast Nebraska beef and dairy producer. Whether it's developing a marketing strategy, a cash flow projection, or a break-even analysis, at the Bank of Hardington, we know that ever-changing demands and challenges of today's grain and livestock producers. How do we know? Because we are farmers, and we're living it too. Call our experienced ag lenders at 402-254-3994.
Bank of Hardington, a proud supporter of all our students and athletes.
In the field,
on your farm, in your community,
Farmers Pride.
Get your corn up out of the ground faster and stronger with help from new Ascend Squared PGR. This new formulation has 3 times the auxin to double down on early emergence and root development, making it more efficient and effective in helping your corn crop grow, develop, and withstand unexpected conditions. Thanks to the advanced formulation of Ascend Squared, you can achieve yield potential worth bragging about. Always read and follow label directions.
In the field, on your farm,
In your community.
Farmer's Pride.
It's that time of the year. What time, you ask? Time to upgrade your irrigation system. See your local Zimmatic dealer now and get ready to maximize yields this season. Upgrade to a new high-speed drive, advanced control panel, or even a completely new Zimmatic pivot. Plus, now could be the time to enhance your operation with FieldNet remote irrigation management. Ask your local Zimmatic dealer how you can take advantage of special programs in place today. Visit Kaiser Ag and Irrigation in Hardington or call 402-254-9557.
Ulrich back in Lincoln, Nebraska, 16-11, Cross County on top of the Trojans. Number 3, Cross County, number 6, Cedar Catholic. Yeah, it's a fun environment down here. I'm watching a lot of fans made the trip down here from Hardington. Doing a little dance into the music they're playing here. Everybody's having a good time. With the basketball first, though, will be Cross County. They'll have it as teams change direction. Now Cross County will be shooting right in front of us. Basketball. Thatcher, left wing, guarded by Wortman. And now a three-point shot. Thatcher pulls up, he's good. I warned that in the pregame. He was ice cold in the first half. Took 10 seconds for Thatcher to pull up from 3. And now it's 19-11. Wortman, kick out left wing. Now back to Wortman. They swing it around to Cotto. Cotto drives into the paint, about the elbow. Battle for the basketball. Becker's going to secure the loose ball. Almost lost that. 16 on the shot clock now. Trojans now in NBA range. Three-pointer left side by Reifenrath. No good. Trying to chase it down. Wortman tips it back into Becker. And Becker goes up and lays it in. Talk about being in the right place at the right time. And now a battle in the backcourt, knocking it out. It will be off of a cross-county player, and the Trojans are going to get it right back. Couple breaks there for Big Red. We'll see if this continues. 19-13, about a minute off the clock here in the third quarter. Comes into Baller. And now to Cotto on the right wing. Cotto picks up his dribble. Handoff. It was an ill-handed, tried to get it to Wortman, but it's going to be stolen and taken away. Quickly going up the floor, a lot of contact, and now Jamison Cotto has it. Cotto took it right away from Thatcher. Gives it to Becker. Becker's driving into the paint. Kick out. Three-pointer from the corner. Wortman, no good. Rebound. This time it's going to be Hengefeld of Cross County. Left side. Allen's going to go into the paint. Picks up his dribble. Soft touch off the glass. No good. Offensive board. Put back up and in. That's Arbuck, and Arbuck quietly is going to lead all scorers. Very efficient down low, getting in that board. Rebounding. Twice as much for Cross County it is for Cedar Catholic throughout this game. Corner 3 is going to go up, partially blocked. Getting it, though, is Wortman, put up, blocked. And now going up strong is Jacob Steffen, and he's going to be fouled. You do not see Jameson Cotto get blocked very often. That's just credit.
Cross County foul, number 12, Thatcher Hansen.
Thatcher Hansen on that foul, his first team. As Steffen free throw, he's good. What I was going to say there is you don't see Cotto get blocked very often because he's 6'5" as well, but when the other players are all 6'5" or 6'6", they're going to get a lot of blocks, and that's exactly what was happening there on that possession. Second one by Steffen is good. Glad to see him make it back. Had a hand injury and sat out a good portion of the season. Now he's getting back some good quality minutes for Cedar. Now driving on the floor, and a late whistle is going to be called in. It's going to be on Nolan Becker. He's respectfully asking, he goes, no, I just touched the ball. And the referee smiled at him and he goes, yeah, you did. I love when they have those respectful conversations, and that's what that was. But it's going to be a foul on Cedar Catholic. That was kind of a late whistle. Now going into the paint, going up strong. Foul's going to be on Cedar, and one. Foul, I believe, is going to be on Hunter Benson. Yes, it is. At the free throw line for Cross County is going to be Wyatt Hengfeld. Free throws up, nothing but net. It's good. So his score sheet, as I see it, is 2 points, then a free throw, and 2 points, and another free throw. And he got both those the old-fashioned way, three-pointers. Cedar Catholic down 24-15. Cotto drives into the paint, spins around, hands the ball off. It's going to go to Steffen. He turns around, up and in. Jacob Steffen closes it back up 24-17. Cross County over Cedar Catholic. 5:39 to go in this third quarter, and that scoreboard update brought to you by the Bank of Hardington. Basketball, Thatcher, clear out on the left wing, trying to come off a screen. Now a lob pass going to go up to Hengfeld, loses the handle on it. It's off out of bounds, off of Becker, and it's going to go out of bounds. Now Whitmire will check back in for Cedar Catholic.
Number 15, Braden Whitmire.
Anderson looking to pass, and it's going to come into the paint and go right at our table. Miscommunication. He was thrown to a spot, and the player took off right before he let it go. So now Cotto will inbound to Becker in the backcourt. He'll walk it across the timeline as they set up their half-court offense. Into the paint, they flash it to Steffen. Gets it back to Becker, kick back out. Now contact foul is going to be called. This foul is on the Cougars. It's on Thatcher. That's his second personal foul. And now Trojans inbound the basketball. They swing it around, clear out near the top, drives into the elbow, is Cotto, picks up his dribble, 15-foot shot, and it's good. Cotto's going to need to get things going along with Becker if the Trojans are going to hang around this one or claw their way out to the lead. They've been fighting to get things going offensively. Now 24-19, Cross County on top. Allen dribbles in, keeps going into the paint, right-handed jump hook, no good. Becker has it, quickly trying to push it up the floor. Hunter Benson, right side, goes up strong, right-handed up and in. The Trojans love to score in transition. That might be one of the first there, and as they're being recognized by the Trojan fans are on their feet. They know that's the team that they got. Now going into the paint, going up strong. No good is Cross County. Long outlet pass to Hunter Benson, right-handed up, and that's blocked. Pinned against the backboard, and Cross County now pushing it up the floor with numbers. 3-point game, 24-21, halfway through the third. Basketball at the top. Anderson has it, kicked to Hengefeld on the left wing. That got everybody. If you got red on here, you got a little excited, and now timeout on the floor taken by Cross County. This is a full timeout. Timeout is brought to you by Top Crop. Maximize your success this season with top-notch crop consulting and services offered at Top Crop. Visit topcropinc.com. Back in 1 minute on the current 94.3.
Moody Motors in Niobrara is here to help with all of your automotive needs. Whether that means getting you into a nicer vehicle, servicing or repairing your current vehicle, or any auto body or glass replacement needs. If you are in the market for a nicer vehicle, we finance all new and used vehicles with very low interest rates. Moody Motors in Niobrara, your one-stop vehicle shop. View our inventory online at moodymotor.com.
You're in the mood for Moody.
Reliable, affordable, safe, and efficient. Cedar Knox Public Power has taken pride in delivering quality power to their customers since 1937. Electricity can be very dangerous. Remember to look up and look out for overhead power lines and dial 811 before digging. Visit cedarknoxppd.com for account information, payments, and available energy-efficient rebate programs. Follow them on Facebook for latest news, safety tips, and outage updates. Cedar Knox Public Power would like to wish all area teams best of luck in the state tournament.
Scott Ulrich back in Lincoln. They're set to inbound. Cross County will have the basketball right in front of us. Now comes into play. It's going to go to Thatcher. Cedar Catholic still in their man-to-man defensive pressure. Anderson out top, guarded by Whitmire. He is the biggest hustler that I've seen on the floor defensive-wise. Now they're switching, rotating off. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Lob pass in, taken away this time. Whitmire with a steal. The hustle paid off that time for Cedar Catholic, and they got the basketball back. Mike Cotto, right wing, tries to go into the elbow. Well guarded, kick out to Benson, now to Whitmire in the corner. The shorter lineup. 4 shorter ones, and Jameson's going to drive into the paint, spin around, go up against Hengefeld, go up strong, knocked to the floor, and he's going to be fouled. That's the first time in the last 3 years I've seen Jameson use the Euro step. If you're familiar with that move, it looks like you're traveling. but it's not. It's something that in the last few years a lot of players have perfected, and that's the first time I've seen him use it.
Jameson Kato at the line, shooting 2.
Cato's at the line, shooting 2 for Cedar Catholic. First one on its way. It's good.
Back in 4, the Trojans, number 4.
Checking back in will be Braden Reifenrath, Baller. And waiting in the wings will be Becker. He's set to check in for Jameson if he makes this. Couple dribbles. Senior puts it up, and he immediately just heads to the bench. He knew it was going in. So Becker checks back in. We got 3 starters for Cedar Catholic, Becker, Baller, and Reifenrath, and 2 off the bench in Benson and Micah Cotto. Half-court trap game. Cedar Catholic trying to trap and almost getting a steal. Reifenrath had his toes on the out-of-bounds line, so it'll be called out of bounds. It'll stay Cougar basketball. I like the pressure. Smaller, quicker, try to get some steals is Cedar Catholic's defense. Now, Cross County setting up their half-court offense, leading by only 1, and now it's stolen, taken away. Becker has it, and he's going to lose the handle off of his shin. Going quickly to the other end, picking it up is Cross County. They could have let it just go. Now Cross County will clear the timeline again. 3 minutes to go in this third quarter. 24-23, Cross County up by 1 over Cedar Catholic. Lob pass into the paint. Hangenfeld tries to go up strong, guarded by Reifenrath. No good. Battle for the board. Cross County's in perfect position. Getting that rebound was Cole Crawford off the bench at 6'5". Foul is on Becker, though. That's his second. There's some teams you see where, you know, they're the starting 5, and then there's 2 or 3 players that are the off-the-bench players, and you could take those and put them on many teams, and they'll be a starter, and that's kind of what Cross County has here today. Their sub-players could play starters on many teams. They're very good. Cross County basketball comes into play now. They get it back out top. It's going to go to Crawford. Swing it to the left side. With the basketball is Carson Schaefer, guarded by Mason Baller. Couple dribbles, trying to lose Baller. Baller's going to reach in and tie him up, and then almost getting a jump ball call. Didn't get it. Was Baller, quick-handed. Baller's giving up several inches. And now a quick shot, three-pointer, no good in the corner. Battle for the rebound in the basketball, and a lot of contact after the whistle. And now a couple referees step in, and they're having a talk. Referees are saying, okay, it's loud in here. There was a Trojan player and a Cross County player battling for that basketball and would not let go, and the whistle came in and they still didn't let go. As it is, they say just good hustle. So a jump ball. Cedar Catholic's going to get the basketball. 2:18 to go in this third quarter. 1-point lead for Cross County. Back up top, double teamed is Cotto. Kick out, three-pointer from the corner. It's good. Mason Baller from the corner 3. The Trojans are on top, 26-24, and now the Cougars throw it out of bounds. I'm looking at the Trojan fans. There's a lot of smiles, and everyone from Cross County sitting right now. Totally 2 different kinds of atmosphere coming in here at the Bob Devaney Sports Center. Cedar Catholic is out on top. The Trojans, they've only led this game for just a short bit. Now quickly turning it back over. Cedar Catholic gets it right back to Cross County. Right wing with it is Thatcher, guarded by Baller. Goes into the paint, pass down low. Blocked by Jameson Cotto. Offensive board put back up is Allen, no good. There's Braden. Reifenrath clears the boards away for Cedar Catholic. What defense by the Trojans on that exchange. Pass going to go down low. It's stolen, taken away. Anderson. Long outlet pass to Thatcher. Quickly back to Anderson. Puts up a shot, 10-foot, no good. Battle of the board, and it should go off of a Cross County player. It does. And it's going to go right back. Cedar Catholic will be facing full court pressure of their own. Now Trojans inbound the basketball. Cedar Catholic just looking for time of possession. They did not lead this game, but 15 seconds. If my numbers are right here. A little bit difficult as the ball gets tipped out of bounds. They got CC and CC abbreviated for both these schools. But I think that Cedar Catholic did not lead very much at all in that first half. Trojans inbound the basketball. Come to Becker, 15-foot pickup jumper, no good. Allen clears the boards away for Cross County. 1 minute to go in this third quarter now, 26-24. Trojans on top by 2. Thatcher, right wing, is guarded by Becker. Comes over top the screen. And the ball off left wing to Arbuck. Back to Thatcher. Right on him is Becker, not allowing him to shoot. Now they switch players. Cedar Catholic playing a man-to-man switch, that's a tough one. If you set a screen for someone, you can't get the clearance. They just trade off defensive players. And now it's tipped off out of bounds. It'll be Cross County basketball. Hunter Benson comes in the final 40 seconds. Wortman checks out. Now it comes into play to Allen. Now back to the corner. Cross County looking to set up their offense. Almost a steal by Hunter Benson. Now they come down to the corner. Allen has it. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Yes, they did get it off. Just came out of his hand. No good. Becker clears the boards away for the Trojans. 20 seconds to go in this third quarter. Head coach Nick Hazelhorst says one. That's not one game. I think he means one shot. Now Baller comes out. Top of the key. They reset everything. 10 seconds. Lob pass over the top. Back to Hunter Benson. NBA 3 right wing. Nothing but net. Ice cold shooting for Hunter Benson, and that is the end of the third quarter. Trojans clawed their way back. They are up 29-24. Back with fourth quarter action in 1 minute on the Current 94.3.
The open road is calling. Are you ready to answer? Hit the road, ready to explore with a lower rate from Explorers Credit Union. With auto loan rates as low as 4.99% APR, you're just one turn away from your next big adventure. No application fees and fast, easy approvals. Finance or refinance options. Better rates, bigger savings, boundless adventures. Get pre-approved today at explorerscu.com. Membership eligibility required. Offer subject to change at any time. Terms and conditions apply. NCUA insured.
Mount Marty, where great nurses begin.
My name is Crystal Diedrichsen. I am an associate professor of nursing. Our nursing program, I feel like, does an excellent job in preparing our students for that future profession as an RN. They have very unique clinical opportunities. Avera has been a long-standing partner with Mount Marty for many, many years. We're really lucky in Yankton to have a lot of clinical opportunities right here.
Start your journey at mountmarty.edu.
Well, that was a good third quarter for the Big Red. Cedar Catholic was 16-11 at the half, and now they're up 29-23. Good offensive production, some transitional scoring, a couple good shots there, and that's what got us to this point. 29-24, 5-point advantage. Cross County has the basketball now. Anderson well guarded by Baller. Anderson picks up his dribble. They swing it right side. Still man-to-man pressure applied by Cedar Catholic. Cross County now is going to put up a three-pointer of their own in the corner. Wow, what a tough shot by Brock Allen. His first three-pointer of the day. And they close it back to a 2-point game. Cotto into the paint. Pick up 15-foot shot, no good. Battle for the board. Allen has it again. Allen is unbelievable in the paint with his rebounding. Fantastic player at 6'5". Anderson dribbles into the paint. Right-handed runner. Gets it up and in. Anderson going against Baller. Just a mismatch on the size. He took advantage. However, that's Anderson's first field goal of the day. Jamison Cotto, left wing, thought about a three, dribbles in, 15-foot kick out to Wortman on the right side. Now he's going to go into the paint. Right-handed runner, no good. Battle for the board. It's bouncing up, and now secured it away. Taken this time Cross County with a rebound is Arbuck, and he keeps it all the way up the floor and sets up the half-court offense. 6:45 to go to decide this game. We are all tied up at 29. That's scoreboard update brought to you by the Bank of Hardington. Three-pointer, Anderson, right wing, no good. Battle for the board. Two players are battling for it, and it's going to be off of Reifenrath. You know, it takes some time for momentum to change in a football game. It takes 90 seconds in a basketball game. Ending that third quarter, Trojans were just feeling it. And now quickly, that 90 seconds goes back to Cross County. All tied up, though, here at 29 with 6.5 to go. Driving into the paint, kick out. Three-pointer by Allen again. Does not get something to go. Offensive board. Put back up and in. That is Carson Schaefer. The put back up and in. And now Cedar Catholic trails again by 2. Downloaded to Jacob Steffen. Muscles his way in strong. Blocked this time by Allen. Allen sends that one back quickly, going up the floor. 2-on-1. Up strong and a block from Cedar Catholic's Wortman. Stolen in the backcourt. As Wortman blocked it, had it, and now a steal taking it right back is Cross County. Each possession is going to come into play here. As now Anderson drives in, comes off a screen, goes up strong, and he's going to be fouled. Good communication, this refereeing crew. I can see him talking to players, saying, don't do this, get out of the paint. I've never seen this refereeing crew, but I give them an A rating so far here in this game. Not that that matters anything. 5:48 to go in this game. 31-29, Cross County on top. To that foul by the Trojans. Now hanging on the rim, almost went in. Could not get the runner to go. Anderson will have one more free throw. I'm reading Nolan Becker's, I can't hear him, but I can read his lips, and he's saying, move the ball. When we get to offense, keep moving the ball. Next one on free throw is up. It goes around a couple times, and it's in. Sawyer Anderson is 1 for 2 from the charity stripe. Becker has it. He wanted the ball to be moved around. It goes right side. Steffen now to Micah Cotto, who came in during that last dead ball. Hunter Benson back to Cotto on the corner. Tries to drive baseline. Pass baseline. Tough pass. And it's going to go out of bounds. Baseline passes are very effective. You can get it right down there and get a shot off. It's tough. A lot of traffic, and as is, that one's going to go out of bounds. Still a 3-point game. Cedar Catholic trails. They were up 29-24. And now it's on an 8-0 run over the last 2.5 minutes is Cross County. Thatcher is going to throw that one, and it lands in one of the tables down here at the end of the radios. So it will be a turnover and go right back to the Trojans. Cross County, they retreat in their half-court defense, approaching that 5-minute mark to decide this game. Who's going to advance to play tomorrow in the semifinals? Three-pointer in the corner, too strong. That was Micah Cotto. Is either Micah or Hunter Benson. I couldn't see, it was so far down the line. And now Cross County, backdoor cutter, Thatcher, handoff to the next man. Nobody, can't get it to go. Too strong off the glass. Players on the floor, and now a timeout's going to be called. Timeout by Cross County. We will take it with them. Timeout's brought to you by Top Crop. Back in 30 seconds on the Current 94.3.
All Seasons Power Sports in Yankton is ready to serve all your power sports, boat, watercraft, and mower needs. Looking to buy, sell, or trade, All Seasons offers generous trade values and great cash sales, plus big discounts on parts and accessories with your new purchase. They sell and service top brands like Polaris, Can-Am, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Country Clipper, and more. All Seasons Power Sports, West Highway 52 in Yankton, or at allseasonspowersportsinc.com. All Seasons Power Sports proudly supports all our area student athletes in this year's basketball playoffs.
4:53 to go to decide who's going to play tomorrow in the semifinal in Class C2. Winner advances will play right back here tomorrow, and they'll face the West Holt Huskies, team from Atkinson. They won earlier today, a team that Cedar Catholic has defeated once already this year. Ball comes into play for Cross County. Top the key, Thatcher trying to play the high-low game. Nobody there. They almost lose it. Anderson's going to pick it up. Anderson's guarded this time by Whitmire, and Whitmire's defense has been superb. Whitmire's quick hands is going to take it away, knock it away to Cotto, and now Trojans push it up the floor. Down in the right corner, Whitmire, he hands it off to Becker. Skip far side to Micah Cotto. Going to have to bring it back out and reset everything. Man-to-man pressure now being applied by Cross County. Step back. Thought about a three was Jamison. Now he does. NBA range. Front iron, no good. And it's going to be Thatcher with the rebound for Cross County. Approaching that 4-minute mark, and still a 3-point game on the clock. Cedar Catholic trailing 42-29. Check that, 32-29, excuse me. And we are now at 4:08 to go in this game. Thatcher, left wing, guarded by Steffen. Picks up his dribble, lob pass down to the paint. Hengefeld turns around, kick out, 3-point shot goes up Back iron, no good with that one. That was Arbuck, and now Trojans have it. Becker trying to dribble through traffic, is going to get it right wing to Micah. Finds his brother, top of the key for three. Cannot get it to go. Battle for the board. It's going to be Allen down low. Jamison just can't find the mark from three. He is so solid shooting those two. He's got to keep taking them. Out front, a lot of contact by Whitmire. Now switching off, they find Thatcher on the right wing. Lob pass down low, and now foul's going to be called. Probably going to be on Whitmire. I couldn't see. There's a lot of traffic. It is. There's some fouls on Whitmire, and now he checks back out. I personally believe that he's to come in from a defensive standpoint and just be annoying, and he has been fantastic at that. So foul's committed. Cougars will inbound underneath their own basket, comes out top of the key with Thatcher, guarded this time by Wortman. Thatcher takes off, goes up strong, and he's going to be fouled. A lot of heads starting to look up at the Jumbotron, seeing the time. Foul this time is going to be on number 4, Braden Reifenrath. That's his second. So the players on the 4, Wortman's got 3, Becker 2, Reifenrath 2, and Fowler has 1. Jamison's clear. Thatcher's at the line shooting 2. Front iron, gets the shooter's roll. We are more than halfway through this fourth quarter, and Cedar Catholic, the last time they scored was a three-pointer by Benson to close out the third quarter. Second free throw is up by Thatcher. It is good. Trojans now trail by 5 to the number 3 ranked Cross County Cougars. Down in the paint, Jamison Cotto, double team. Now he's going to go up strong, knocked to the floor is Cotto. A lot of contact there. Foul is going to be on Allen, so Jamison's going to go to the line shooting 2. Yes, foul this time will be on Allen. That's his first.
That's his first personal foul. Cougars first.
Allen, they got him unofficially. No, this is actually on the official scorebook. 7 points, 11 rebounds. Mentioned he was very good at the rebounding. Front of the iron for Jamison. Cannot get the shooter's roll. As I glance down to the athletic director, Chad Cotto, his dad, he gives a couple claps, and now he's shooting video of his son, taking it in as a dad today. Second free throw, back of the iron, no good. Clearing the board's way is the Cougars. Little three-quarter court trap game here. Cedar Catholic wants to trap as soon as they get across. Trying to trap in the middle of the floor, can't get it. Now they reset and go back to their half-court defense. Lob pass down low and taking it away. Jamison's in a good spot. Surveying the field, baseball pass up the floor. Braden Reifenrath didn't know it was going to Becker, but he picked it up anyway. Now they get to Reifenrath. It's going to go for the two-handed dunk, and he's fouled, knocked to the floor. Foul will be again on Allen as Braden's going to go to the free throw line. Jamison was trying to get it all the way up the floor to Becker. Reifenrath didn't know that, so he intercepted the pass. It worked out, though. Go into the paint, go strong, try to get some points at the charity stripe. Reifenrath's got 2. First one on its way. Extremely short. Just caught the front of the iron. Hunter Benson comes back in. Wortman checks out. One more coming up here for Braden. And a bank. A bank. As those of us here on Radio Row all smile at each other. The bank free throw is good by Reifenrath. Timeout on the court. We are going to take it with them back in 30 seconds on the current 94.3.
From sunup to well after sundown, the life of a farmer is a matter of choices, and you have the choice to make the right decisions for your operation to succeed. The power is in your hands. At Security Bank, our lenders recognize the need to better understand your numbers and come up with a plan to keep your operation moving forward. You make the decisions. We make the tools to make those decisions easier. Security Bank, the right choice for the future of your operation. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
2:39 to go to decide who's going to the semifinal game tomorrow against West Holt Huskies. Trojans trail by 4, 34-30. I talked a little bit how it's an adjustment in these bigger arenas or bigger games here. It's one of those extremely short on the first free throw, and then a bank free throw goes in for Braden. I credit that to the size of the building. Just one of those players have a hard time once in a while of getting that touchdown. Cross County now with the basketball. Driving into the paint, Anderson swing left side, Thatcher. They get it to the low block, turning around, going up strong. As Hangefeld decides not to shoot, they throw it back out and going to throw it away. They had their chance for a shot, and they decide not to take it. Now they throw it away. Just the break that Cedar Catholic needs as Wortman set to check back in, and Benson's going to come out. Trojans now have the basketball coming up the floor, taking their time. Only down a couple of possessions. Into Reifenrath, he turns around about 17 feet, goes up strong, right-handed up and in. He forced it, but he got it to go anyway. Reifenrath playing big here in the last couple of minutes. 2 minutes exactly on the clock. Trojans trail by 2. Someone's gonna lose this one in a heartbreaker. Right side, Thatcher. Thatcher tries to go baseline, tipped up by Jamison. Jamison throws it back in and right into the hands of Hangefeld. He was just trying to put it back in play and save it. As it is, Hangefeld is in perfect position, puts that back up and in. Back to 36-32. Now a three-pointer goes up. That's good. Nolan Becker for 3. That's Security Bank three-pointer. Score big with the products and services offered at Security Bank. That's my kind of bank. 36-35. Trojans on top by 1. 1:20 to go in this game. Right wing. Now back up top of the key. Anderson thought about it, driving into the paint, handoff, the kick back up Thatcher near the top of the key. Passing, high-low game. Gonna go back up and in, and timeout on the floor as Hangefeld laid that one back up and in. We're back to a 3-point advantage. We're gonna take this timeout with them. It is a 30-second timeout, back in 30 seconds on the Current 94.3.
Spring is upon us, but it's not too late. Call Christensen Well and Irrigation of Hardington and Wakefield, Nebraska if your irrigation pump was low on pressure last season. Christensen Well and Irrigation recommends pulling and assessing your irrigation pump if it's been in the ground 20 years or more. Contact Christensen Well before spring field work begins to schedule your pump to be pulled to avoid untimely breakdowns during the growing season. Christensen Well and Irrigation, your TNL irrigation systems dealer. Visit them on Facebook or at christensenwell.com.
You got live music going on here. You got Go Big Blue and Go Big Red competing against each other as the players taking the court. 38-35. Cross County Cougars. A couple of baskets there that just went their way. One of those you can be good down here, but you need a little luck too. I said that last week in the girls' games. I firmly believe that. Exactly 1 minute to go in this game. Trojans trail by 3. Screen. Three-pointer goes up by Baller, and it's good. Baller for 3. There will be a timeout on the court. We're going to take it with them. Back to Lincoln in 1 minute on the Current 94.3.
Farmers, are you ready to maximize your success this season? At Top Crop, they've got you covered with unbeatable deals and top quality products. Take advantage of true 0% extended terms with no discount sacrificed. Get flat acre pricing on corn for unbeatable value. Keep your corn clean and strong with Viptera corn and plant the industry's leading E3 and Extend Flex soybeans for the best yields yet. Don't wait. Visit topcropinc.com or give them a call today. Top Crop, where you grow more.
I'm Marie Haar, Vice President and Ag Lender at Bank of Hardington. I'm also a Northeast Nebraska beef and dairy producer. Whether it's developing a marketing strategy, a cash flow projection, or a break-even analysis, at the Bank of Hardington, we know that ever-changing demands and challenges of today's grain and livestock producers. How do we know? Because we are farmers, and we're living it too. Call our experienced ag lenders at 402-254-3994.
Bank of Hardington, a proud supporter of all our students and athletes.
I just got a quick message sent to me and said, it must be fun down there. Yes, it is. This is a fun game. We're all tied up at 38. Regardless of who wins this one, this has been the kind of game you want to see here at the state tournament. Full court pressure being applied. Cedar Catholic now against Cross County. Cross County has the basketball. 54 to go in this game. 31 on the shot clock. We are all tied up at 38. Top to the key. This is Anderson trying to come off a screen. Works off of 2 screens. Now they switch defenders. Driving into the paint. Anderson puts up a shot. Can't get it to go, but he is fouled. Referee says foul's going to be on 35. That's Jacob Steffen. That's his first personal. 4th team foul at the free throw line. Shooting 2 will be Sawyer Anderson. I have him 1 for 1 on the day. First one, front of the iron, well short. Got one more as Micah comes out and Wortman checks in. So it's starting rotation for Cedar Catholic minus Reifenrath, and Jacob Steffen is in for him, who has many starts on last year and this year as well. Free throws up, and it is good by Anderson. Back to a 1-point advantage for Cross County. 36 seconds to go. 31 on the shot clock. Goes in. Pass is going to go in, tipping away. And now they're calling it over and back on Cedar Catholic. I wasn't sure who tipped it, but it is going back to Cedar Catholic. Now they are going to have to foul. Shot clock is turned off. 30.6. And head coach Nick Hazelhorst just held up 10. I know what that means. That's all on full pressure. I've seen that this year. Going to have to foul. Comes into the backcourt. Thatcher has it. And now I can see Hazelhorst yelling, foul, foul. It's on the right wing. It's going to be Anderson. So he will go to the, yes, he will go to the free throw line. That is the 5th foul on Cedar Catholic. The referees haven't picked that up yet. And now they are. So they were trying to have Cross County inbound outside on the sideline, but no, it is 2 free throws coming up here. A rule that took place last year in Nebraska. If you, once a team gets to 5 fouls in a quarter, then their other team shoots 2 free throws every time there's a foul. First one, front of the iron, no good. I can see the frustration for Sawyer Anderson. He missed one last time, missed this one. Every now and then you'll find a player you want to put at the line or don't. We'll see how this plays out. Still 1-point advantage for Cross County, 23.9. Second free throw on the way. It's good. 2-point game now, 40-38. Cedar Catholic comes across the timeline. Left wing is going to go to Cotto. Right side, 3-pointer by Valor. No good. Rebound clearing the boards away. Thatcher has it. Tipped up into backcourt and almost taking it away. The Trojans almost had it with 10.2. It is going to be Cross County basketball, 10.2 to go in this game, leading 40-38. A couple subs check in for Cedar. Sometimes the seedings, like a 2 versus a number 7, things like that, you're like, how did they get to be a 2 when they might have gotten blown out or whatever the case? The points got this one right. This is very, very close between a 3 and a 6 seed. Cross County looking inbound. Full court pressure comes in. And it's going to be lost out of bounds. Throwing it away is Cross County right in front of the Trojan bench. Anderson loses the handle on it. And now timeout on the floor. Full timeout for Cedar Catholic. We're going to take our final timeout. We'll be back at the conclusion of this game back in 30 seconds on the current 94.3.
In the field.
On your farm. In your community.
Farmer's Pride.
Get your corn up out of the ground faster and stronger with help from new Ascend Squared PGR. This new formulation has 3 times the auxin to double down on early emergence and root development, making it more efficient and effective in helping your corn crop grow, develop, and withstand unexpected conditions. Thanks to the advanced formulation of Ascend Squared, you can achieve yield potential worth bragging about. Always read and follow label directions.
In the field. On your farm.
In your community.
Farmer's Pride.
Timeouts all year have been brought to you by Top Crop. Maximize your success this season with top-notch crop consulting and services offered at Top Crop. Visit topcropinc.com. Trojans have 9.9 on the clock to either tie it up or win by 1 if they get a 3-point play. If they win, we'll cover tomorrow's game, and if not, this will be the end of the season for Cedar Catholic. Be sure to stick around. If we end at regulation all tied up, and if this game does end today, we will have the post-game show along with some stats. This place is on their feet. Fun environment here, Bob Devaney Sports Center. Looking to inbound will be Cotto. Cotto comes into Becker. Clock rolling, 9 seconds. Trojans have to do something. Hand off to Cotto. He's driving straight into the paint, and he is going to be fouled, I believe. I'm waiting. No, just a tip out of bounds. So 3.9 seconds to go in this game. Cotto is now underneath his own basket. Trojans need a score, 3.9. It's got to be quick. Cotto looking, and stolen, taken away. Foul in the backcourt. Cross County's going to win. That's a frustrating way to end this one. Credit the defense of Cross County. Cotto was driving into the paint on that previous one. Was going to go up strong, and it was tipped off out of bounds. That's just good defense. The Cougars, I didn't think were tested as well throughout the season as Cedar Catholic was. But the height advantage was the benefit on Cross County's side, so I thought it kind of canceled out. As I look over to head coach Nick Hazelhorse, he's got one foot crossing the other, leaning against the scorer's table, just in one of those. It's one of those games. We'll see, though. First free throw is missed by Hangefeld. Trojans have no timeouts. They can't stop it. 2.5 seconds to go. They adjusted the clock. Comes in. Offensive board is going to go up, and it will be a foul. Cross County got the board, and immediately committing a foul is Jamison Cotto. He's just not wanting to let this go. I love the hustle. The referees are getting this one right. They're evaluated every game down here, and they are looking at the monitor again, making sure they get the exact seconds right. The clock now says 1.5 seconds. We'll see if... 2.1. There it is, 2.1. So only 4/10 came off during that one after the adjustment.
Coulter Larson at the line, shooting 2.
At the line, shooting 2. First one on its way. Sidearm, no good. That's Coulter Larson. A make here would probably be best. That's the way the Trojans can have a play. It's on its way. It does make. Cedar Catholic now will bring Jacob Steffen in.
Cedar Catholic, number 35, Jacob Steffen.
So they're getting set up. Players are going to the far end of the court. Jamison's like, what do we do? And they can't call a timeout to really set something up. Gonna have to do something. You're going the other direction. Lob pass comes in, tipped away immediately, and that's gonna do it. 41-38. Trojans fall to the number 3 seeded Cross County Cougars. A heartbreaker here at the Bob Devaney Sports Center. Trojans played a great game and had a good season. Stick around, come back. We'll wrap things up with the post-game show as well as the player of the game. Back in a couple of minutes on the Current 94.3.
Create the yard of your dreams with help from Menards. We carry a huge selection of garden supplies to bring your backyard oasis to life. Achieve a lush green lawn with Schultz grass seed mixtures. From sun and shade, hardy lawn, high traffic lawn, or shady lawn, Schultz grass seed is great for seeding new lawns or overseeding existing ones. Get Schultz Sun and Shade Mix now on sale. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for all the great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
It's that time of the year. What time, you ask? Time to upgrade your irrigation system. See your local Zimmatic dealer now and get ready to maximize yields this season. Upgrade to a new high-speed drive, advanced control panel, or even a completely new Zimmatic pivot. Plus, now could be the time to enhance your operation with FieldNet remote irrigation management. Ask your local Zimmatic dealer how you can take advantage of special programs in place today. Visit Kaiser Ag and Irrigation in Hardington or call 402-254-9557.
Moody Motors in Niobrara is here to help with all of your automotive needs. Whether that means getting you into a nicer vehicle, servicing or repairing your current vehicle, or any auto body or glass replacement needs. If you are in the market for a nicer vehicle, we finance all new and used vehicles with very low interest rates. Moody Motors in Niobrara, your one-stop vehicle shop. View our inventory online at moodymotor.com.
You're in the mood for Moody.
Reliable, affordable, safe, and efficient. Cedar Knox Public Power has taken pride in delivering quality power to their customers since 1937. Electricity can be very dangerous. Remember to look up and look out for overhead power lines and dial 811 before digging. Visit cedarknoxppd.com for account information, payments, and available energy efficient rebate programs. Follow them on Facebook for latest news, safety tips, and outage updates. Cedar Knox Public Power would like to wish all area teams best of luck in the state tournament.
Unlock the power of your home's equity with a home equity loan from Explorers Credit Union. With qualifying rates as low as 3.99% APR and zero application fees, you'll have the flexibility to fund your next big move, whether it's building your dream kitchen or knocking down high-interest debt. But hurry, this limited-time offer is available February 1st through April 30th. Stop into Explorers Credit Union today or visit explorerscu.com to learn more. Membership eligibility required. Offer subject to change at any time. Terms and conditions apply. NCUA insured.
All Seasons Power Sports in Yankton is ready to serve all your power sports, boat, watercraft, and mower needs. Looking to buy, sell, or trade, All Seasons offers generous trade values and great cash sales, plus big discounts on parts and accessories with your new purchase. They sell and service top brands like Polaris, Can-Am, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Country Clipper, and more. All Seasons Power Sports, West Highway 52 in Yankton, or at allseasonspowersportsinc.com. All Seasons Power Sports proudly supports all our area student athletes in this year's basketball playoffs.
Scott Ulrich back in Lincoln, Nebraska, the Bob Devaney Sports Center. Cedar Catholic falls in the first round of the boys state basketball tournament, 41-38 to a very tall and a very good cross-county Cougar team. This is the post-game show courtesy of Moody Motors. Looking for a newer premium vehicle? Check out the inventory at moodymotors.com. Stop out to Moody Motors in Niobrara. Well, Cedar Catholic, they trailed 10-9 after one. They trailed 16-11 at the half. And then the third quarter, they got things rolling. At the end of three, it was 29-23. Trojans were up. And then the big offensive push by Cross County in that fourth quarter. And then we end it 41-38. Tough one for some of these seniors. They've been playing together since just when they were in grade school. A lot of victories and a lot of playing time for the Trojans who will graduate after this season. Let's take a look at some of the stats, and we do that by breaking things down in the Christensen Well and Irrigation stats. Built on over 50 years of experience in the water well drilling industry and the geology, Northeast Nebraska, Southeast South Dakota, and Northwest Iowa. Christensen Well and Irrigation. First up for the Cross County Cougars, finished with 41 points. They were led by Wyatt Hengefeld, the 6'6 senior. Landon Arbrook had 9. Cole Crawford, 2. Coulter Larson, 1. Brock Allen had 7, Sawyer Anderson 5, and Thatcher he had 5 as well. Now for Cedar Catholic, Mason Ballard had 8, Hunter Benson 5, Jamison Cotto 6, Braden Reifner had 7, Nolan Becker, the defense was on him. Credit the coaching staff of Cross County. Becker averages 16 a game, he had 5. Aaron Wortman had a 3-pointer, and Jacob Steffen off the bench had 4 points. So stats brought to you by Christensen Well and Irrigation. Take a break, come back, wrap things up with the player of the game here in Lincoln. Back in 2 minutes on the Current 94.3.
From sunup to well after sundown, the life of a farmer is a matter of choices, and you have the choice to make the right decisions for your operation to succeed. The power is in your hands. At Security Bank, our lenders recognize the need to better understand your numbers and come up with a plan to keep your operation moving forward. You make the decisions. We make the tools to make those decisions easier. Security Bank, the right choice for the future of your operation. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Spring is upon us, but it's not too late. Call Christensen Well and Irrigation of Hardington and Wakefield, Nebraska if your irrigation pump was low on pressure last season. Christensen Well and Irrigation recommends pulling and assessing your irrigation pump if it's been in the ground 20 years or more. Contact Christensen Well before spring field work begins to schedule your pump to be pulled to avoid untimely breakdowns during the growing season. Christensen Well and Irrigation, your TNL irrigation systems dealer. Visit them on Facebook or at christensenwell.com.
Farmers, are you ready to maximize your success this season? At Top Crop, they've got you covered with unbeatable deals and top quality products. Take advantage of true 0% extended terms with no discount sacrificed. Get flat acre pricing on corn for unbeatable value. Keep your corn clean and strong with Viptera corn and plant the industry's leading E3 and Extend Flex soybeans for the best yields yet. Don't wait. Visit topcropinc.com or give them a call today. Top Crop, where you grow more.
Create the yard of your dreams with help from Menards. We carry a huge selection of garden supplies to bring your backyard oasis to life. Achieve a lush green lawn with Schultz grass seed mixtures. From sun and shade, hardy lawn, high traffic lawn, or shady lawn, Schultz grass seed is great for seeding new lawns or overseeding existing ones. Get Schultz Sun and Shade Mix now on sale. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for all the great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
Scott Ulrich back in Lincoln, Nebraska. Cedar Catholic falls in the first round of the state tournament here in Lincoln, 41-38 to the Cross County Cougars. The Cougars advance play tomorrow against the West Holt Huskies for a chance to play in the championship game taking place Saturday afternoon. One final thing we need to do, and that is the players of the game provided by Avera Health. Visit avera.org today. They will be our seniors: Keaton Arns, Jamison Cotto, Braden Reifenrath, Nolan Becker, and Jacob Steffen. Those are our seniors. They are also our players of the game. Brought to you by Avera Health. Visit avera.org today. Well, I'd be remiss if I didn't give a shout out to a few folks. This has been it's a fantastic season. We started this the end of August, Northeast Nebraska sports coverage, and now we're wrapping things up here in the second week of March. Lots of miles, lots of hours, and it's been a blast. Appreciate all the help from Tel Tanner, Braden Butler back at the studio, and all the board ops who helped us throughout the season. Dave Lee especially setting things up. Got to thank you, the fans, as well, for tuning in for Cedar Catholic, Hardington Newcastle, and Crofton Sports, and also our sponsors for making these games possible. Well, it's been football and basketball, and now it's going to be football again the next time that we will bring you more sports coverage. For Scott Ulrich here at the Bob Devaney Sports Center, Braden Butler back at the station in Yankton. We'll see you in August for more coverage of Northeast Nebraska sports right here on the Current 94.3.
This has been a presentation of Northeast Nebraska High School Basketball on the Current 94.3, courtesy of Riverfront Sports. Riverfront Sports is your home for all of Northeast Nebraska's high school athletics.